So, are you stressed? Are you tired of being part of the rat race? Are you tired of hustling and still feeling like you're not actually living the life that you even dreamt about? If the answer to any one of those questions is yes, you need to listen to this. Let's go. Hi, I'm Cha Jones. I'm an intercultural consultant as well as an expat coach, and I also coach people on how to live a soft life. Now, I know that soft life is trendy now, and everybody is talking about this whole movement of being in the soft life. However, I want to talk to you today about 5 things that you can do now so that you can actually live or begin living a softer life. So, Cha, let's just talk about this. What is this thing called soft life? Well, just like I asked the questions at the beginning of this video regarding, are you living the life that you want to live? Are you stressed? Are you feeling like you're on this hamster wheel doing all these things but not really getting anywhere? See, people are tired of hustling and struggling to get things done, and they want to have a more comfortable life. Now, this does not mean that you are void of work. It does not mean that you are sitting around eating ho-hos and drinking drinks all day. Or some people try to make it look like it's this luxurious life where you're just, on jets and doing all these things. Now, if that's the life and lifestyle that you want to have, you can have that. However, the soft life is really about showing up authentically and doing the things that you love and not struggling to get things done. It's about being authentic and knowing who you are and setting boundaries in your life so that you can live the life that you desire. So, some people have done everything that everyone else wanted them to do. Maybe your mother wanted you to be a doctor. Maybe your father wanted you to play basketball. Maybe, your family had great dreams of you going off and being a singer. And you did all these things, but that wasn't really what your calling was, nor was it something that set well with you. You just did it because you either had the talent, skills, or the ability, or you were chasing money. And oftentimes people are chasing a bag, trying to live a certain life or lifestyle because other people are doing it. That's not really what calls them. So I think, believe, feel that when you show up and you do the things that you love and you show up and you're authentic in how you show up, everything else comes together because you don't have to chase stuff. You attract it. So let's get into those 5 things that will allow you to have a softer life now. So, number one, stop doing things that you don't want to do. It's that simple. Say no. So when you start saying no to the things that you don't want to do, the things that you want to do are available for you to do them. And guess what? You'll be happier and content in being able to do those things. So oftentimes, especially women, we sign up for stuff that we really don't want to do just because other people expect us to do them. But you have to get in the habit of setting boundaries and saying no to stuff that doesn't serve you. That's number one. Number two, be still and be quiet. When you are quiet enough to hear your inner voice, it will tell you, show you, and you will have the feeling that, hey, this is not for me, or this is for me. I'm excited about it. I want to do this. I'm happy and content when I show up and do these things versus I'm doing it because I have to. I'm doing it because I need to make ends meet, or I'm doing it because my family has an expectation of me. So when you start doing the things that you love because you feel good and it feels like you're congruent with that thing, then life starts to get easier. And that happens when you can be quiet. Now, your spirit will speak to you. You will get the answers. Things will start to develop and fall into place because you're quiet and still enough to actually hear those things. So that would be number three. Number four, it goes back to the boundaries and saying no. So it goes but back when you show up number one, you say no to those things that you don't want to do, then you open the door for other things. It's a little different. You say no to the things that are not aligned with you, right? So if someone asks you to do something that you know is not for you, then you just say no, right? So the first thing is that you're saying no to the things that don't serve you. This one is you're aligning with the things that do serve you. And so you stop doing everything else. So, for instance, let's say you're in a relationship and you know this relationship isn't going anywhere. The time has ran out and it's run its course. So now you're sitting here like, I don't want to hurt this person, or, we have been doing this for 10 years and it was good, and maybe it can, the person can change or the situation can change. You know, this relationship is not for you. Stop. Let go of it. Align with the relationship that is for you. Do the work. Don't go jump into another relationship, but go do the work so that you understand what it is that you do want and the people that you do want to attract into your life. Or let's just say that you are at this dead end job and the job isn't going anywhere. You've asked for promotions, you've done all the things, you used to love it, you hate it now, and you know it's run its course, but you're still there. You haven't even started looking for anything else. Stop doing these things. Align and say yes to the things that you do want to do, the things that make you feel good, the relationships that feed you versus drain you. Stop. Just stop. Number five, I love because I love manifestation and that manifestation girl. So the number five is about aligning with who you truly want to be. So the first thing that we're going to do is write down exactly who we want to show up as. Like, what's that perfect life? Look and see around you. Who's that person that you like? Oh, I really wish I could have her life or his life. What are they doing? How do they show up? Where do they go? What do they eat? But more importantly, make it about you. So, what is it that you really want to do? What's your heart's desire? Go back to being a child and how you used to imagine and play make believe. This is the time to do that. So you want to align with the person that you desire to be. Okay. So you're going to write that down and you're going to be very specific about what it is that you want to do, how you want to show up. If you want to live in a mansion, you write that down. If you want to live in a tiny house, write that down. If you want to sell everything and go travel around the world, hey, I'm not judging and you shouldn't worry about who is. So write those things down. And then the next thing that you want to do is you're going to start visualizing those things actually happen. See those things working for you. So if you're driving a certain car, start going to look at that car. If you desire to live in a certain house, we're not worried about what you can and cannot do at this particular point. You may not be able to afford these things. That, or maybe you can, and you just haven't taken initiative. Regardless of the situation, we are going to go out and start looking at those things. Start walking in that walk. But I want you to visualize first. Visualize how that would look if you had those things. How would it feel to drive that new Mercedes? Go visit the Mercedes dealer. Get in the car, smell the leather, see yourself doing it, and get comfortable in that and really embody this individual. But you have to visualize, you have to see it in your mind's eye. The next thing that I want you to do is you're going to do these visualizations. And it's important that you do these visualizations like when you're getting ready to go to sleep every night. See yourself doing it. But then the last thing is in your waking hours, do it. Show up. So if you have a scarcity mindset and you're like, you know what, I got $50, I'm gonna hold on to these $50 because I don't know when the next 50 is coming, right? And so you hold on to that. Guess what you're doing? You're blocking the other $50 from coming. Let that 50 go and it will double. It will come back to you. So you're going to actually act as if. So think from the ends. If you want to be a boss chick, how's that boss chick dress? Start dressing that way. I'm not saying that you got to go out and buy the whole entire boss chick wardrobe right now, but start showing up. Start walking like she walks. Start, dressing up instead of wearing a t-shirt and some jeans. Start actually looking presentable or like you want to be presented when that happens, because oftentimes what we do is we try to wait, like when I get it it's going to happen. No, you have to make it happen. You have to show up as that person. You have to start walking and embodying the dream that you want to have. Then that's how it all starts to come into place, because as you write it down, as you visualize it, then as you walk into it, then it starts to shift and you start to move into the new identity that you've created. That's how stuff happens. So I'm going to tie this back to having a soft life. If you are currently stressed out, if you're currently not living the life that you desire to have, if you've been hustling, trying to do all the things, because really let go of those things and the things that you want will come. Stop the hustle. You don't have to hustle anymore, right? You never really did, but we've been taught do all these things and then these things will happen, and that's not how it works. Energy flows when you are least resistant. So when you stop resisting the very thing that you desire, it will show up. So if you desire to have a soft life, if you desire to stop being stressed, stop working 50 hours a week trying to just make ends meet, stop trying to keep up with the Joneses, no pun intended, but but if you really want to have a life of comfort and ease, stop doing the things that are bringing you dis-ease. You sick and you don't know why, because you're not aligned with the thing that you're supposed to be doing or being. You're not aligned with that person. You dream about that person, but you haven't even went out and met the person. Like, go meet, get intimate with this person. Write this stuff down. Like, write a whole love letter to this person because this person's waiting to show up. It's almost like that game show. Will the real person show up? Yes, they're waiting to show up, and you're denying them access. So Let's not do that. Let's live a simpler life that brings us the things that we want. You don't have to be broke because you're comfortable. You don't have to be broke because you're not struggling. You're not out here grinding all the time. You don't have to be broke just because you're not grinding. You can attract the things that you want. I'm not saying do nothing because it does take inspired action to make things happen. However, if you're not aligned with the very thing that you want to be, I don't care what actions you go out and do, you'll be working against yourself. So let's not do that. Let's actually work with the energy that we have. And the one thing that I want to also say that I did not say is that while you're writing it down, while you're visualizing it, while you're putting it into action, feel it, embody it, feel it from the ends. It is mine. It's not some dream that's out there disconnected from you. You're reconnecting with that. You're aligning with your truest self. So feel it, embody it, comment, be happy, smile as you write it down, smile as you visualize it, smile as you're walking down the street, just imagining all the things that real relationship coming to you. You getting that bag, you driving that car, you living in that house. Embody it. And I guarantee you, you'll start seeing the shift. Those are 5 things that you can do now to create a softer life. And if you're interested in actually doing the work and you need assistance, I'm your girl. I'll be glad to assist you. I have a new program that's coming out. It's a beta program. I've already written it and I know that it's going to help change their lives. I'm going to take 12 individuals who really want to change their life in over 90 days. We're going to do a 12-week program where you can change your mindset, actually dig deep and look at your inner self and answer the call, but you don't have to do it by yourself. You can actually have assistance, people who are working with you, and have a coach who is guiding you and directing you in the process, answering those tough questions, asking the right questions to help pull out what's already in you. You already know what you want to do, but sometimes we need assistance. So, if you're interested in joining me on this 90-day program and actually doing the work and changing the life, getting unstuck, aligning, removing the stress out of your life, applying for those jobs that you want, quitting that job that you want, and actually starting a business that you've been dreaming about. Whatever it is that is preventing you from having a soft life, come join me. The program is called Living Softly. It's a 90-day program to help you have peace, alignment, and freedom. So the information is down in the description. I hope to see you and get to know you and walk you through this process. But until then, continue to watch these videos. I have more to come. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And if nothing else, you can buy me a coffee. That link is down in the description as well. Until next time, you stay blessed. And remember, this is the only life that you know about. Live it full out because you don't know what's on the other side. But until then, again, like, share, and subscribe. So, bye bye.